In this video, we're going to cover everything you need to know about finding an affordable registered agent service in Texas. Texas Business Organization Code Section 5.201B states that every entity, foreign and domestic, is required to have a registered agent. Okay, so just a little bit more overview about a registered agent. You can actually act as your own registered agent, but we don't recommend that because your home address will be on the public record. Instead, we recommend hiring a service like Northwest Registered Agent because they're really affordable at only $125 per year, and they're going to protect your privacy. Later on in this video, we'll do a complete walkthrough of how to set up your registered agent service with Northwest. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, what does a registered agent actually do? A registered agent is just someone who accepts and receives legal documents on behalf of your company. And the Texas Secretary of State may actually use your registered agent address as a way to get in contact with your business. So yeah, this is just the main place of contact for your business. That's why it's very important. So now you might be wondering, what are the actual requirements for a Texas registered agent? The first one is that a physical address in Texas is required, and the registered agent must be available between normal business hours, which is 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. They'll need to be there to accept mail and service of process if needed. So not only does this need to be a physical location, but the address will also need to be a mailing address as well. So now, why does your LLC actually need a registered agent? Like we said before, all entities, domestic and foreign, are required to have this by state law. And like we also said, they're going to be responsible for receiving legal documentation on behalf of your entity. Legal notices will need to be delivered to a real person at this address. That's why you cannot use a PO box or a virtual address. Next is who can be a registered agent in the state of Texas. So you really have three options here. You can be your own registered agent, but like we said before, we don't recommend that because you will have to put your information on public record. The next is a family member or friend can be your registered agent. And lastly, you can hire a Texas registered agent service. This is also known as a commercial registered agent. When you hire a service like this, they're going to scan all your documentation that's sent over to that address and make sure that you receive it. And for any other correspondence that's needed, they're going to handle that as well. Like we mentioned earlier, your registered agent address is going to be on public record because it will be filed on your articles of organization. Then that'll become public record with the Texas Secretary of State. And if you're not interested in having your address out there, then you're not going to want to be your own registered agent. This will mean that your address is actually searchable by the public. It will also mean that other websites can see it and may publish it on their website. And just for people that care about the privacy, it really does not make sense for you to be your own registered agent for how affordable it is to hire a service. To save that $100-something per year, we really think that it's worth it to just hire a service to do this for you and protect your privacy. So when should you not hire a registered agent service? One reason might be that you have a physical address in the state of Texas and you don't mind it being on the public record. Now, just note here that you will physically have to be available during business hours at that address. Now, if you're going to choose to be your own registered agent, then there are some risks. So if for some reason that they cannot actually get in contact with you, then your entity is at risk of being shut down. And also, when service of process initiates a lawsuit, you'll have a 20-day period to reply to that. Failure to do that can actually result in the lawsuit continuing without you even knowing it. Also, a default judgment can even occur where the court will get jurisdiction over your entity. So that brings us to a Texas registered agent service. And these are actual professional agent services where they're going to handle all your paperwork and make sure that it's emailed to you. And they're going to act as a registered agent for a price between $99 to $400 per year. Now, in terms of which platform we recommend, it's Northwest Registered Agent. And as of right now, this service is $125, which is an extremely affordable price compared to some of its competitors. We've had nothing but a great experience with Northwest. They have amazing customer service at a really affordable price, and they've been in business over 20 years. And of course, the best part about this all is that our personal address is withheld from the public record. If you have a business entity in another state as well, they're located in all 50 states, so they'll be able to easily set up your LLC or other business entity in that state. So right now, we're going to show you how to really quickly and affordably set up your registered agent service in Texas with Northwest. Go ahead and click on that link down below in the description for Northwest, and then we'll hop into the tutorial and walk through it step by step here. Once you've clicked on that link down below in the description, it'll bring you to this page here. And what you're going to want to do is going to select your state and go down to Texas. Once you've selected Texas, you can go ahead and click Get Started. Once you get to this page, it'll show you all the other jurisdictions that you can get a registered agent in. For now, we will just select Texas and then click Continue. Go ahead next and enter your company name. Next is entity type. You can choose from the list here, whether you're an LLC, a corporation, any of the other ones as well. Go ahead and choose that. Then you can also choose to send a copy of lawsuits and legal notices to your attorney. We're just going to leave that checked off for now. Lastly, Lastly, before we go into the next page here, you'll see that the beneficial ownership information form at the bottom is another toggle that you can choose. We won't go into too much detail about this BOI form right now. We have another video on the channel that will link here and in the description down below. But just know that this is new as of January 1st, 2024, and if you have an LLC, you'll likely have to file this form. For right now, we'll leave it checked off, but go ahead and click continue. Next, you'll go ahead and put in your contact information here, and then go ahead and click continue. After that, you'll put in your email information and then click generate password. Once you finish with that, go ahead and click continue. And now it'll bring you to this page about business identity. Now, this is a free 90-day trial with Northwest. This will provide you a free domain name for 1 year, a website hosted by them but owned by you, a business email address, and a business phone number. So you can choose to do that 90-day trial if you'd like to, and you can go ahead and click continue once you're finished with that. Next are some optional items here. So if you have an existing company, you're going to want to click this top button here. They will also file your annual report for you. We'll check that off for now. They also have mail forwarding services and virtual offices if you'd like that, and trademark services as well. We'll leave all those checked off for now and then go ahead and click continue. Next, it'll bring you to payment information. You can go ahead and put in your payment information here, and when you're finished with that, just click done. That's the entire walkthrough for Northwest. It's super easy to set up, and like we said, that really affordable price of $125 per year. Northwest is a great service that we really recommend. We'll leave that link down below to Northwest in the description and all the other resources that we talked about in the video today too. We really recommend using Northwest for your registered agent service, but they also have a bunch of other business entity formation services as well. You can check on their website. You can set up an S Corp, an LLC, and any other business entity there too. We have a bunch of videos about setting up your S Corp and LLC on the channel, so we'll leave those linked in the description too. And if you use our link, we will get a small referral fee at no cost to you. This will just help us keep creating free content like this for you guys, and we just want to say thank you in advance. Also, just a disclaimer here, this is not professional tax advice. Please consult your tax advisor just to make sure that everything is right for your business needs. This channel is dedicated to providing entrepreneurs and business owners like you with free tutorials and videos like this one. If you enjoyed this content and you want to see more like this in the future, please leave us a like and a subscribe down below. Thanks again so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.